Our issue is when that child leaves your detention facility and goes to that sponsor, and you have the sponsor sign an agreement, who's responsible for enforcing that agreement? Who's responsible for ensuring that that kid gets to his or her court proceeding? Who's in charge?
Homeland Security and HHS have finally completed their work on a document called the Joint.
Has anyone lost their license, or have you removed children from any of these facilities?
I would have to get back to you on whether anyone has lost their license, because that's a state question. We have absolutely removed every child from a facility where there was a credible allegation of abuse.
Okay. All right, we'll have the opportunity to have a further dialogue later. And
if a sponsor turns out to be a safety risk to a child, despite the best efforts of the federal government to make sure that sponsor is well suited, if that child isn't coming to school and the school knows the child's supposed to be, the school can investigate. The school can save a child from abuse or neglect and trauma, but not if they don't know that the child is there. And it seems to me the very least the federal government could do is provide that information and then follow up on it and make sure it's being distributed.
there are lost children, clearly. I can't believe that you would think that because you don't know where 1,500 were under in a 3-month period between October and December of last year, and you do know that a couple dozen of these kids actually ran away from their sponsors, that there are no lost children. Of course there are lost children. And that's the whole point here. You know, no one's responsible.
Carper and distinguished members of the subcommittee, thank you for the opportunity to appear before you.
Do you want responsibility for these kids after they leave? Do you want to have the ability to do site visits and make sure that they attend the hearings and make sure that they're followed up on? Do you want that authority?
Thank you for this opportunity to update you on ORR's recent efforts in the UAC program. And for your honor,
there is a huge network in every single state, because you know what the states do? They take their responsibility for having children in their care seriously.
Child or parent, and we do not make contact, and where there is a concern, we make a report.